My name is Rocio and my mentor is Andrea Levine. The title of my piece is Can't Ever Forget. On the morning of September 13, I woke up staring at the pale walls around me. Slowly, painful memories began creeping into my thoughts as I pictured his motionless body. Crying, I clumsily rushed out of bed and briskly walked to the shower. I couldn't let myself remember. I tried to convince myself if I went through my daily routine, I could endure the painful silence permeating my home. I kept my mind busy, baking, cooking, and cleaning. But as the darkness engulfed the streets outside, I found myself with nothing to do. I grew anxious and worried about the sleepless night that awaited me. Even at 70, sleep couldn't overpower me. Yet, I couldn't stay awake tonight. It would be too much to bear. It was torturous waking up countless times to remember the union I once belonged to, so I took one sleeping pill. On September 14, I woke up, overwhelmed, drowning in tears. It was the anniversary of Matthew's death, my beloved husband. I felt dead myself. I knew today was the beginning of another year alone. After a long shower and some ginger tea, I settled on the living room couch and unlocked the door to my thoughts. I recalled the beautiful moments we shared. They were painful, yet they somehow brought him back to life. As I continued to reminisce, I remembered the attic. Just 7 years ago, our son packed all of Matthew's things into boxes and locked them in the attic. I never wanted to forget, but I couldn't bear looking at them every day. His things were a constant reminder of his absence. In that moment, I thought about the charm bracelet Matthew gave me on our first anniversary. It had a golden heart attached to it with an engraving, "Our love will never die." After his funeral, I placed the charm on the key to the attic door. Before I knew it, I was walking towards our room, searching for the gold charm I hadn't found in such a long time. I kept the key under his pillow. Once in my hands, I observed the key and the inscription. A tear slid down my cheek. I slowly and steadily walked up to the attic, taking occasional deep breaths, and slipped the key into the door and watched it slide open. As I entered the dusty, closed-in room, I saw a sea of boxes, and without having to open them, I remembered what each contained. There are more than 50 years worth of photographs, clothes, instruments, and quilts I sold such a long time ago. I immediately went to the photographs, desperate to see his face again, but something caught my eye. In the corner of the room, there was a round sealed window with a film of dust on it, and he was sitting right in front of it. His face was at ease, patient, almost as if he knew I would come back for him. He wore a red knitted shirt under denim overalls. His light green eyes gazed at me with such intensity that I couldn't hold myself back. I ran to him and I wrapped my arms around his small body as tight as I could. It was Mr. Bear. The feel of his fur was so familiar, softer than cotton, and his color a light hazelnut. I remember Matthew giving it to me on our first date in the county fair. He won it for me and said, "Keep him as a reminder of me when I'm not close by. Okay, sweetheart?" A warm feeling overcame me, and I swore I felt Matthew's arms around me. I was alive again. My soul was restored.